Inside my scene, you'll notice I have a group of polygon primitives, and we've already gone over how to create these primitives, but I'd like to go over a few options on changing their initial states. When you create a polygon primitive, we've already seen that we can click on any of these icons here in the Polygon tab, for instance a polygon torus, and that will create a polygon torus here at the origin. We can also go to our Create menu, so I'll go to Create, Polygon Primitive, and this time I will choose Sphere, but instead of just clicking on the word sphere, I'm going to move over to the right to this little box, which is the options for that sphere. If I click on that, before the sphere is created, I'll actually get its option box. And you'll notice that this sphere's radius is set to 1 unit. It's got 20 divisions on axes and 20 divisions on height, and its axis is set up in the y direction. So if, for instance, I wanted to really change this, I could go ahead and create a sphere that had 3 divisions on axes and 20 divisions on height, and then we can hit apply. And let's scale this up so we can take a good look at it. And you notice now we have a very, very different object inside our scene, which doesn't even look like a sphere. It looks more like a Chinese lantern. I'll delete that. And then I can reset this option anytime I want by reopening this option window and then simply going to Edit, Reset Settings. And you notice we'll go back to the default settings for this. So we have 20 and 20. I can hit Create. And then we have the original sphere that we created. Another way to interactively change your primitives is to make sure that you have your channel box open. Again, the channel box is the icon located at the top right hand corner. I'll open that up. I'll select this polysphere inside my scene. And inside the channel box, I'll notice that I have the name of this object, polysphere1, located at the very bottom. If I click on that name, I'll get some initial attributes, which I can then click on. And then middle mouse button, click and drag inside my scene to update quickly. Each one of these objects is going to have a different name, polygon cube, and each one is going to have different attributes. You'll notice that the cube has a few more than the sphere did. So I can change subdivisions on width, subdivisions on height, or subdivisions on depth. We'll move over to the polygon helix, which has a few more again. So again, I'll click on the word polyhelix. It'll open up the attributes. And right away we see there are a bunch more. I can change the radius of this helix. Again, click on the word and simply middle mouse button click and drag inside your scene to update that. Let's change some of the coils for this helix, add a few more. We can change the height. And just quickly change any of these. You can actually click and drag over a few at a time and then update them all together. So I suggest that you create a few polygon primitives in your scene. Quickly grab each one and then click on the word and just update them and see what you get. You'll be surprised at the very different shapes that some of these objects actually do become. And it'll give you a whole new concept as to what you can create and what you can start modeling from a poly pipe tool or a polygon torus or even a polygon helix.